Good morning. I hope you all are doing great today. I have a guest beside me today. Chief is here. Chief, can you say good morning? So Chief's joining me this morning, so if you hear some snorting or any of that, it's him. So we are snuggling this morning. I have a story today called Little Bunny Bopkin to share with you. It is by James Reardon and Tim Warnes, and we're going to read the story together today. And then the second video I'm going to share with you today with your parents is I made a craft last night, and it is bunnies, and you can make your own stencil at home and do some painting. And so I made that last night, and I have a video to share with you on how to make it if you want to make it at home, okay? All right, so we're going to get started this morning. Little Bunny Bopkin. Little Bunny Bopkin. Mother Rabbit had a whole burrow full of bunnies. The eldest was Misha. Then came Sasha, Masha, and Natasha. Last of all was Little Bunny Bopkin. See the picture? Like all young rabbits, they liked to hop and skip and play together. But Little Bunny Bopkin did not join in. He was too busy learning to count. He sat gazing at himself in a puddle and counted. 1 twitchy nose, 1 fluffy tail, 2 long ears, and 2 bright eyes. A ladybug came crawling by. Little Bunny Bopkin was so happy. Now he could count the spots on her wings. 1 spot, 2 spot, he began. But before he could say 3, the ladybug flew away. Little Bunny Bopkin stood on his hind legs and looked around. Beside a stream he saw 4 fluffy ducklings in a nest. 1 duckling, 2 ducklings, 3 ducklings, he began. But before he could say 4, Mother Duck appeared. "Stop bothering my baby," she quacked crossly, and she shooed him away. See her shooing him away? She doesn't want him there. As Little Bunny Bopkin hopped off, he spotted a clump of scarlet poppies in a cornfield. Here was something he could count, and poppies are these red flowers right here. 1 poppy, 2 poppies, 3 poppies, 4, he began. But before he could say 5, a swarm of honeybees appeared. They bustled and buzzed and settled in the poppies. The biggest bee buzzed in his ear. "Out of our way! We need the pollen from these poppies to make honey." And the honeybees chased him away. Poor Little Bunny Bopkin. Wouldn't anyone help him learn to count? Then he spied some dandelion fluff floating in the air, and he chased after it happily. 1 fluff, 2 fluffs, 3 fluffs, 4, 5 fluffs, 6. But he noticed that he was wandering deeper and deeper into the wild, wild wood. Now, I see something in this picture that might be trouble. See if you can find what might be trouble. Do you see him? Oh, I see a fox. It started to rain. Hurrying for shelter in the hollow of a tree, Little Bunny Bopkin became very excited. For inside he saw a familiar sight. Furry tails, gleaming eyes, and tawny toes. As he squeezed into the hollow, he began to count. 1, 2, 3 noses, 4, 5, 6 eyes, 7, 8, 9. But before he could count all the toes, and look who is there. See those little foxes in that den? Before he could count all the toes, "Welcome to my den, Bunny Rabbit," hissed a voice. "You will make a tasty meal." Standing behind him was Mother Fox. Then he saw that the noses were black, the eyes glinted hungrily, and the toes had sharp claws. This wasn't his burrow, and those weren't his brothers and sisters. He was in the fox's den. Oh no. Little Bunny Bopkin knew that he would have to think quickly if he didn't want to be eaten for supper. "Mother Fox," he said in a small voice, "will you teach me how to count before you eat me?" Mother Fox saw no harm in that. She liked counting. "Now let's see," Mother Fox began, licking her lips. "1 plump bunny with 2 fluffy ears. 3 little foxes so hungry, poor dears. 4 sprigs of parsley, fresh and green. 5 new potatoes, peeled and clean. 6 tasty turnips and 7 broad beans. 8 white leeks and lots of greens. 9 juicy carrots just right for the pot. 10 cups of water, and what have we got? Rabbit stew!" cried the fox cubs. And look up here in the corner, you can see bats hanging in the fox's den. But Mother Fox said, "Little Bunny Bopkin, won't you need some bones to flavor your broth? You must have some at the back of your den." "Yes, 10 delicious bones would make this stew even tastier," said Mother Fox, and she disappeared into the far corner of the den. Little Bunny Bopkin could hear her counting as she gathered the bones together. 1 bone, 2 bones, 3 bones, 4, 5 bones, 6 bones, 7 bones more. He didn't wait to hear her finish. With a flick of his tail, he dashed out of the den. 8 bones, 9 bones, 10. But little Bunny Bopkin was already gone, racing home for all he was worth. Oh, thank goodness. He got out of that fox's den. At last, he reached his burrow and squeezed inside. How glad he was to be home. He counted 1 cozy burrow and 1 mother rabbit, 4 little bunnies, and Bopkin makes 5. Little Bunny Bopkin sat on his mother's lap as he told her his story. It was warm and safe in her arms, and he smiled to himself as he thought of how he had fooled the fox. Through the burrow hole, he could see a patch of dark blue sky with twinkling stars and a crescent moon. Now no one will stop me counting, he thought. 1 bright moon, he began. Then he started on the stars. 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4, 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 stars, more. 8 stars, 9 stars. But before little Bunny Bopkin could count the 10th star, his voice trailed off. Hush, murmured Mother Rabbit to the other bunnies. Little Bunny Bopkin is fast asleep. And there he is sleeping. All right, that's the end of our book. Shout out to Elijah. Elijah sent me a video and a picture yesterday. I loved seeing that. I would love to hear from all of you. I will send this video, and there'll be a second video that will share with you how to make the bunny craft with the stencil. It was super fun. So I'm so glad to be able to read to you. I love you all. I will hopefully see you soon. Enjoy the books. Until then, love to all. Bye-bye.